Ladies and gentlemen, on the biggest story tonight, we put the spotlight on the Ram Mandir construction. It has undoubtedly gained momentum. All eyes would be on the inauguration that's going to take place on 22nd of January, starting from the Prime Minister to the entire cabinet who would be present there. There's been a lot of politics that has already been played over it, starting from the fact that despite the invites that have actually gone to opposition leaders like Sonia Gandhi as well as Mamata Banerjee, several seem to have now linked Ram Mandir inauguration to politics is what they are essentially calling. But for the people of Ayodhya, this is a matter of great pride. And this is exactly what we are going to display to you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, with this report really coming in from my colleague Priyanka, who gets us a sneak peek into the Ram Mandir construction.
Outside the main premises of the Ram temple and the kind of journey that this entire temple has really seen that had been depicted, and what we are showing you right now is the entire structure that is all set to be inaugurated on 22nd of January. A lot of importance of the entire foundation that had been made of this temple as well. 50 feet deep is the foundation that had been installed. In this 50 feet, we have fly ash and layers of sand, at least 50 layers of sand that have been prepared in this particular foundation, post which, of course, we had seen that there were a lot of meetings that had gone on for that foundation as well, because not one piece of steel or iron has been used in the foundation. That is a unique point of this entire foundation that has been set up. We had seen how experts from IITs and other geological institutions as well had come here. Engineers had come here, engineers had carried out meetings, and then they had prepared this entire foundation as well, the game plan for this entire foundation that had been put on. And we are looking at how the structure that has also been built, a lot of significance when it comes to the structure of the temple as well. 3 floors of the temple that is being made, 3 floors of the entire Ram temple. Now, right in front of us, what we see is the Ram temple that is going to be the main structure. On the ground floor as well, on the first floor, we will see the entire statue of Ram Lala that will be established there. Now, another important thing about this Ram Lala statue as well, there are three sculptors who have been given the task of making the statue of Lord Ram. Now, in that, we will see out of whichever structure in fact has the innocence of a child and also the divinity is what we're being told. The 2 factors that will be looked at or considered while looking at the statues and the structures to understand which structure will be kept in this temple. The 2 parts will be the divinity and the kind of innocence of a child, because this is Ram Lala that will be kept inside of the temple, and that's exactly why we are looking at this entire structure that is being erected and the kind of procedure that has gone into selecting the statues, selecting and making the sculptures of Ram Lala as well. Now, the present statue in fact of Ram Lala had been that in a sitting position, and now they will also be accommodated in this particular structure. Now, the 3rd floor also, we're being told, will be constructed, and there will be ideation to carry out what exactly will be on the 3rd floor. But around us, not just this temple, but the other structures as well that are being erected will be that of the Surya temple, Surya Mandir, and then of course the Shiv temple, and also 7 other temples that will be constructed. Now, we are also being told a lot of architectural importance of this particular junction, because we will see that the old people, senior citizens essentially, and people with special needs, how they will be able to travel in this particular area is that there will be an escalator, there will be a lift that will also be provided joining the 2 structures as well. Now, this will be the main temple once again, and this again is made out of stones of granite and limestone. Granite that has been brought in from Telangana and Karnataka, and the limestone, the pink limestone that has been brought in from Rajasthan, out of which the carvings will be made inside of the temple as well. So the 3 floors temple that is all going to be going to be inaugurated on 22nd of January. But of course, a lot more on the 7 other structures that are yet to be completed will be completed in the next 8 months. Wait for the devotees to be able to arrive in Ayodhya and go to the Ram temple is almost over. What you see behind me is the construction of the Ram temple that is almost completed and is going to be inaugurated on 22nd of January, when the major inauguration ceremony is all set to take place, in which international delegations and dignitaries are also going to be present, along with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But of course, as of now, what we're showing you is the main Ram temple that is all set to be completely done the construction with, and we will see special stones, in fact, that have been brought in from several states, specifically from Karnataka, from Telangana, and several other places of Rajasthan as well, where there are specific limestones, pink limestones, that are being used in the construction of the temple, so that the carvings that can be done inside the temple of the special idols as well that is being done. We will keep walking towards the Ram temple to show you a more view of what exactly is happening inside the temple as far as the construction of the temple is concerned. A lot of ideation has gone into it in terms of the kind of stones that are being used, in terms of the placement of the temple as well. It is not just one temple of the Ram temple. In fact, there are going to be 7 other temples as well, which will depict the story of the Ramayana, which will also include several other idols as well, including that of Shabri, Jatayu, and all others as well, that will be placed in and around this premises. But the main premises of the Ram temple as of now stands here. Of course, we will keep going towards the temple to show you a better view of how the temple is going to be standing tall. But of course, the main temple only is going to be completed by 22nd of January, post which we will see at least 7 to 8 months more for the other 7 temples that have also been planned, that will be constructed in this particular. We have spoken to the people who were planning the entire temple, who were planning the entire architecture and how the stones will be brought in. But let's get in a word from the people who are bringing the stones in, putting the stones down, constructing the temple brick by brick. And these are the workers who are in fact joining us right now, who are in fact going to be speaking to us as well, and we will try to get in a word from them. आप लोग कब से हैं यहाँ पर, कब से काम चालू है, क्या क्या काम आप लोग यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं?
अब मुझे तो 7 मंथ हुआ है। 7 मंथ में हम लोगों ने देखा है कि ज़मीन से जो कार्य शुरू हुई थी, अब लगभग तैयारी की ओर में है हम लोग।
आप लोग क्या काम करते थे यहाँ पे?
चुनाई का काम करते थे हम लोग, और पिछले 3 महीने से आए हैं।
जी हाँ, मतलब प्लास्टर और जुड़ाई का काम करते हैं, ईंट का जुड़ाई का काम हम लोग करते हैं।
किस तरह से पूरा हमने देखा है बनते हुए, क्योंकि यहाँ पे पहले नींव यहाँ पर रखी गई, पहले काफी सारा यहाँ पे काम नहीं हो पा रहा था, नींव रखी गई, अब पूरा मंदिर अब बनने को तैयार है बस, और पूरे जो डिवोटीज हैं, जिनकी आस्था है, वो सब यहाँ पर आना चाहते हैं।
जो यह अवसर मिल पाया है कि मंदिर बना है, और जब हम आए थे यहाँ पर लगभग 200 फीट नीचे से ज़मीन को खुदाई करके सारा मिट्टी को हटाकर उसके बाद नींव को तैयार किया गया है, और अब लगभग तैयारी की ओर हम लोग पहुँच चुके हैं। राम जी का मंदिर तैयार हो चुकी है, और हम लोगों में बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी इस बात की है कि हम लोगों ने अपने अपने जिला से यहाँ पर आकर कार्य कर रहे हैं।
अपने अपने जिला से। आप बताइए, आप भी काफी खुश लग रहे हैं, किस तरह से यहाँ पर काम हुआ है, सब लोगों ने मिलकर यहाँ पर काम किया है राम मंदिर बनाने।
ये काम समझ लीजिए कि जितने भी वर्कर यहाँ काम कर रहे हैं, ये हमारे जो राम जी के साथ में बानरी सेना के रूप में जो राम सेतु का निर्माण किए थे, उसी हिसाब से राम मंदिर में भी अपना तन मन धन लगा के और पैसा कमाने के पर्पज से नहीं आए हैं, केवल राम मंदिर का निर्माण हो, इस संकल्प के साथ आए हैं। और मनोज तिवारी जी ने जो गाना गाया था, वो आज सत्य हो रहा है। उन्होंने गाया था कि भगवा रंग चढ़ने लगा है, मंदिर अब बनने लगा है, मंदिर जब बन जाएगा सोच नजारा क्या होगा, देश हमारा हमारा देश हमारा, सोच के देखो इससे प्यारा फिर नजारा क्या होगा, सोच के देखो इससे प्यारा फिर ये नजारा क्या होगा।
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया। आप लोगों ने पूरा मिलकर यहाँ पर काम किया है, शुरुआत से काम किया है, तो मतलब इंथुजियाज्म भी उतना ही होगा, जोश भी उतना ही होगा कि अब खत्म होने आया।
हम लोगों को कोई थका महसूस नहीं होता है, चाहे दिन भर मुझे मिट्टी में भी काम करना पड़े या कोई भी मेहनत का काम करना पड़े, थका बिल्कुल महसूस नहीं होता है। और रात को सोते हैं तो नींद इतना गजब की आती है कि जैसे लग रहा है कि मैं दवा खा के सो रहा हूँ, और वो दवा है केवल राम नाम की दवा है। इसलिए पूरे भारतवर्ष के लोगों से मैं कहता हूँ कि 22 जनवरी को एक पुनः दीपोत्सव मनाकर और रामलला का प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में आप लोग सभी लोग सम्मिलित होइए, आइए दर्शन कीजिए।
आप बताइए, आप भी खुश लग रहे हैं काफी, अपने आप को वानर सेना कह रहे थे काफी।
बिल्कुल वानर सेना ही हम राम लला के और हमें तो परम सौभाग्यशाली मानते हैं हम कि हमें इस भूमि पे आने का काम करने का मौका मिला और प्रभु श्री राम ने हमें इस लायक समझा कि आपको यहाँ आके काम करना है और हम तो बिल्कुल वानर सेना की तरह प्रभु के आदेश पे काम कर रहे हैं। बिल्कुल यही उत्साह है और बस 22 जनवरी का इंतजार है कि हमारे प्रभु श्री राम अपने स्वयं के घर में विराजे। यही हमारी इच्छा है, यही हमारे पूर्वजों की इच्छा थी और आज हम उसको पूर्ण कर रहे हैं, तो हमें बहुत उत्साह है।
सफर बस 22 जनवरी तक का है, 22 जनवरी खत्म होगा और वही उसी दिन पूरे सब लोग यहाँ पर देश भर से आएंगे देखने के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच हमसे बात करने के लिए। आप देख सकते हैं कि किस तरह से जो सारे वर्कर्स हैं यहाँ पर they are calling themselves the Vanar Sena, basically the Vanar Sena that had made sure that Lord Ram had been able to carry on with his journey in the Vanvas and the exile, and now we are looking at the same quote-unquote Vanar Sena, in fact carrying out the construction of the very Ram temple here in Ayodhya that is all set to be inaugurated on 22nd of January. With video journalist Vipin Ori, I'm Priyanka Sharma. We have Jagdish Thakre, in fact, who's joining us, the project manager from the trust, who has been here for a couple of months, who has been overlooking the entire project as well. Thank you so much, sir, for joining Republic and speaking to us. If you could speak to us a little bit about the construction, about the temple, how soon will a devotee be able to come from anywhere across the globe and witness the 7 to 8 temples that have been also planned? What exactly is it looking like? And is the excitement also hitting its crescendo? 22nd Jan is the inauguration.
I understand from your talk that you and all your viewers are definitely excited to have darshan in Ramlalla Mandir as early as possible. I assure you all, as far as today's program, by this January when Mandir Pradhan comes here and inaugurates, we'll have our ground floor, first floor ready, and you'll have darshan inside. You can go straight up to the sanctorium, entering from the Sinhadwar, Nritya Mandap, then Ranga Mandap, then you have also Graha Mandap, Kirtan Mandap, Bhajan Mandap, and then Sanctorium. So this route is absolutely clear from the ground floor. Everybody will be able to enter here from the 23rd onward, and then darshan will be available here. In addition to that, part of parkota will be available, which is around 800 meters length.
This side.
You are able to see now the front gate, east side gate of parkota, and this will be the entrance gate. We are trying to complete that part of the entrance gate.
Sir, I was also reading that parkota is not essentially a very usually seen infrastructure in our northern temples as well. Why is it being made here? What is the significance of it?
In the northern region, normally when you follow Nagar Shaili, this part of Nagar Shaili has an ascending way of having shikhar inside that normally does not have parkota. Parkota starts as a principal image coming from the Dravidian cultural style. So if you go to Rameshwaram, if you go to Madurai, you will have these kinds of structures. We have made a solid combination of both, because ultimately Ram has seen both north and south. So this part ultimately has become, but this is not in the form, normally elsewhere it could be in the form of Gopur. We have with Nagar Shaili, so it has been deliberately a little lower, but the end 50-meter length of parkota.
Sir, talk about the Ramlala statue. I feel it is still under wraps. They are given the task, and we were being two things that will be taken into consideration. Innocent child, because this is that will be kept inside. Yeah, so, if you could speak to us a little bit about this.
Out of it in the main sanctorium, selected by many of the artists, together. Two others definitely will and have placed somewhere else. It is only because such kind of things not done way. If it goes wrong, probably we'll have faith, and then sometimes we have a loss of meaning. So we are trying to have ultimately Murti, which will be of Ramlalla, almost 5, and then it will also have small Murtis of the earlier kind together. So that will be a part.
The one that was kept before the entire
world. In Asthai Mandir, they also will be carried here. So they will remain for the puja, and Ramlalla will be standing there to give us Ashirwad. So it will be Ramlalla. On the first floor, we'll have Darbar, Chakravati Raja Ram, along with Lakshman, Sitaji, Hanumanji, and all brothers. So that will be in the first floor. It will follow maybe in April, May. And then when we'll go for Shikhar, Pratishtha, we also have the second floor done. We may have Ram Parivar put there at a later date. This is just a proposal, but this is likely to follow further.
But apart from that, there are a lot of other infrastructural marvels as well that are being constructed here. 7 other temples we were being told that will be kept here.
There are 7 temples
Jatayu,
of,
Shabri, all of that has been thought of. The entire tale of Ramayana.
Out of that, 5 temples are from the Rishis who made Rama as Purushottam Rama. Otherwise, he was a child Rama. And that was Agasti, Bharadwaj. We also have Valmiki, Vishwamitra and Vashishta. In addition to that, his beloved friend, Nishad Guha, who took him and
across Ganga.
And across Ganga. And then we also have Gautami Ahilya and we have Shabri Mata. Along with that also is Jatayu and Bhagwan Shankarji, who allowed him to go across and reach Sri Lanka thereafter. So they are all the people and they are all the deities who were with Rama, and then with their help probably Rama could do a marvelous work.